Video 6. What to do if you disagree with your child's IEP. Hi, my name is Marin, and I'm mom to an amazing autistic child. I want to talk to you about the rules regarding public education for children with disabilities. In our previous videos, we discussed the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA, which is the federal law that outlines your child's right to a public education. We also talked about Individualized Education Programs, or IEPs. But what should you do if you disagree with your child's IEP? Here's what you can do. First, contact your child's case manager and request a conversation with them. It's best to communicate in writing. If you need assistance reaching out to the case manager, you can always ask an advocate for help. If this is your child's first IEP, nothing will be implemented until you sign it. So if you disagree with something that's in the IEP, the first step is to discuss it with your IEP team. If this is not your child's first IEP, you should know that any changes in the IEP will automatically take effect unless you decline them within 14 days of receiving the IEP. To decline, you need to check the box on the prior written notice, or PWN, you have received that says, I decline or I object. Sign it and send it back to the school within 14 days. Otherwise, the proposed changes will go into effect. You might disagree with the IEP due to a misunderstanding, wording, offered therapies, goals, progress, or how your child's strengths were described. In any case, if you're not satisfied with the proposed IEP, don't hesitate to communicate with your school in writing. Declining the IEP stops the clock on its implementation. Once you've declined the IEP, you can schedule a meeting with your child's team to find common ground. Hopefully, a simple conversation will resolve the issues. If not, you have some options. Conciliation conference. This is usually the first step where the IEP team tries to resolve differences before proceeding. A facilitated IEP team meeting. A third party, often from the State Department of Education, leads the meeting to assist in resolution. Mediation. A neutral third party is brought in to help resolve the dispute. Special education complaints. You can file a written, signed complaint with the Minnesota Department of Education, Division of Assistance and Compliance, if you believe the school district violated the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act or a state law. Due process complaints. You can file a due process complaint if there's a dispute about identification, evaluation, placement, a manifestation determination, interim alternative education placement, or the provision of a free appropriate public education, or FAPE, for your child. Discrimination complaints. If you believe your child faced discrimination based on their disability, you can file a complaint with your school district, the Minnesota Department of Human Rights, or the U.S. Department of Education Office for Civil Rights, or OCR. Parents and caregivers have a lot of options to address disagreements with the school, but it's important to start by contacting the school in writing and explaining your concerns. Remember, documentation is crucial, so please make sure to keep records. If you need assistance with this or communicating with your school, please reach out to an advocate. Thank you for listening.